Hey, what's up, everyone? Okay, so you may have some questions about the new Dungeons and Dragons starter set from 2025, and I'm here to answer those questions to see if this is the right starter set for you. Now, just a quick note that if you are interested in this, go to the link in the description, and there's a link for on Amazon, so you can check price and availability. Okay, so one of the questions is, who is this for? Now, this is a starter set, and I will say this is the most robust starter set that I've ever seen for D&D. And I go way back to the very first basic edition, the Holmes edition back in 80, that I started playing in 81. And this is super robust, but you can see that it's like the price point is higher than it was back with the first fifth edition starter set, which was around 2014, I think, 2012, 2014, sometime in that time frame. But anyway, this is for true beginners, or it's for people that have never dungeon mastered before. So if no one has ever played D&D before, this is going to be the perfect game for them, and I just love it because what it does, it makes it almost more like a tabletop, like a board game. And I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to go through everything and tell you. So this is perfect for people that have never played a role-playing game before, or if you have never DM'd before, this will make it. This is a great intro for DMing, so you can have some more experienced players, and this will give you a good way to DM without them using their regular characters and everything. They can just use what's here in the set. And or if you're just like into nostalgia and things like that, or you're a completist, this is very cool. Just all the things that it has. And it also has one of the adventures is on the Keep on the Borderlands, which was in the first, it wasn't the home set, but it was in the Metzger set, which I think it was the second, kind of the second of the basic sets that came out for D&D. Okay, so right when you open the box, you're going to see this read me first. Okay, this tells you exactly what to do, so it's perfect for newbies. So it tells you exactly what to do. And then it's kind of like a little quick start guide right here to start your first game. Okay, so you have that. You've got your manual here. Now, this is set up. Players do not have to read anything. So if you're a player, you can just go ahead and create your characters. I'm going to show you that too. It's super cool how they do this. It's totally different. But you create your characters and you're good to play. Now, if you're going to dungeon master, then go through the play guide. This just streamlines the fifth edition rules for 2025. So it just goes over your like the different ability checks, your saving throws, combat, taking damage, dying, spells, advantage and disadvantage, things like that. Just everything that you need to know to play the game. Well, not everything, but all the basic stuff that you're going to need. So a DM needs to read that. And then you have 3 adventures. And I like how the adventures are laid out, because instead of just one book, like the 2014 had Phandelver, this one actually is split up into 3, and you can do these all as one continuous like campaign in whatever order, or you can do it standalone, just whatever you want to do. But I like how it breaks it down. Instead of one big book, which could be more confusing, this one you can either do wilderness. This gives you experience of wilderness adventures. You've got, again, the Keep on the Borderlands, and this is more like if you're in a city, and there's a little bit more role playing in this. And then you've got the Caves of Chaos, which is going to be your classic dungeon crawl right there. So you have those 3. And then I mentioned it's like a board game, and you've got a ton of maps. I'm not going to fold them out for you, but you can see these are huge maps, and this really makes it like a board game. You have a ton of tokens. I haven't punched these out yet because it's a lot. So you've got monster tokens right here. You've got player tokens. You've got gold pieces. There's your player tokens. So again, it makes it very board game-ish, and then you've got even tokens for your hit points. Used to be, it was a pad of paper, yet pen and pencil or paper, probably pencil, paper, and maybe miniatures. But for me, it's just pencil and paper, and that was it most of the time. So a lot different now. Okay, now this is a cool thing. So as a player, you pick, four, just like the old school basic set, you have 4 classes you can choose from: a fighter, a cleric, a rogue, or is it wizard? Yep, wizard. Okay, it used to be a magic user, thief, fighter, and cleric. Okay, so just named it a little bit different, but this is cool. So a player chooses one of the 4 cards, and they're by level. Okay, so this is level 1. And then instead of like rolling for your stats and everything, you don't even really have stats. It just shows you what your modifier is. So it's kind of like a pre-generated character, kind of, sort of. So you've got your ability modifiers already there, and then it tells you what you need to play. So this tells you, what you need to play. So it tells you everything, all the cards, like this is cleric, so your spell cards, your weapons, just everything that you need. And then you get the appropriate card and you put it here. So this gives you everything you need for your class, but then this is cool too, and this is where you can kind of make it your own. So it's kind of a cross between just rolling and creating your character from scratch and having a pre-generated character. So this does give you the custom, being able to customize it a little bit. So it's not just pre-generated, so you do get to kind of mix and match things. So you've got your class here, but then you choose your background, and then you choose 2025, they call them species, from everywhere from 1974, 3, or whenever, all the way up to 2024. It was class. I mean, not class, it was race. But so species now, or race, whatever you want to call it. So you get your species card, you get your race card. I mean, your species card, and you get your background, and then all the other cards, and then every player will have their own sheets. You've got the cleric, you've got the fighter. Here, what you need to play, gives you all your everything you need, which is super cool. Okay, now you've got all the cards. So you've got NPC cards, you've got your equipment cards. So you go through there, it tells you what equipment you have. You just pull out the card. You've got those. You've got, here's the different background cards you have, and it gives you the information on the back. And then you've got here's your species cards. So species are going to be dwarf, so male or female, elf. So it looks like they do it by gender, elf, halfling, which are your hobbits, by the way, human. Okay, so they keep it simple there. So those are I think those were the 4 basic races in the old school basic set 2. You got your spell cards. Again, your spell cards are going to be predetermined, so they're going to be there on your character sheet. And then this is probably my favorite thing, or one of my favorite things about this, is the combat tracker pad. And this is something, you could use this in your regular 5th edition games. I love how this is. I would probably actually make something like this on a sheet, maybe print it out. But so when you have combat, you just list everyone by their initiative order. Okay, and you just keep track of everything right here. Makes it super easy, especially for new players, new DMs. You can pass out these cards, combat and actions. Okay, and then it tells you what to do in around, and then you've got your monster cards. So there's no monster manual, and they're not in the guides. You have individual cards for your monsters and zombies. And it has all the stats on the back. So that's what I mean, that this is kind of I just love how it makes it more like a board game, which is going to make it a lot easier for new people to like learn it and understand it. And everything is like visual instead of just a pad and paper and you're just in your imagination, because some people have a hard time with that. So I think this just kind of makes it an easier transition once they go through these adventures and get the hang of it, then they're going to be ready to create their own characters in the regular 5th edition, be it the 2025 or the first edition of the 2014, 2012, 2014. I cannot remember when it came out, but the non-2025 5th edition, either one of those. They've got their pros and cons. Both are great. You do have more adventures for the regular 5th edition, although it's easy to modify those for 2025. Okay, so that's it. It's the starter set. If you find one and pick it up, this thing is heavy. So this is robust. It's very much like a board card game, a tabletop game, but a great intro to D&D. If you're a completist, if you love Keep on the Borderlands, I recommend picking it up, and especially to introduce it to new people. Again, my goal is to get my wife and my adult children to play, and it'll be good transition for them. So that is it. Definitely recommend picking this up if it fits for you.